Hi, I'm Brian Moore, the CEO of Anthem, the most badass connection platform on the planet. And when I say badass, I mean it actually works. Every year, companies eagerly spend $1.8 billion in search of the holy grail of employee engagement because they know a highly engaged workforce increases profitability by 21% or more. Unfortunately, for now more than 20 years, the results have barely budged. Why, you might ask? Well, two of the top five drivers of engagement are all about relationships, and it is impossible to have great relationships without first establishing strong connections. And that's where Anthem has radically changed the game. How? We bring employees together around shared life memories and experiences and use prompts like music, movies, and books, which leads them to unparalleled levels of connection. We went to market with a tech-enabled workshop called the 5 Memory Intro, and it was an immediate hit with our clients like Google, Zillow, and hundreds more. Building upon 2 years of delivering our workshop, we just recently launched our SaaS platform, which provides an ongoing turnkey series of connection programs to team leaders and their teams. In just a few short weeks, we've been able to convert 10% of our workshop clients to subscription and have tripled our MRR. Let me show you how Anthem works. All teams begin with the 5 Memory Intro Jam Track. Team members are guided through a self-reflection exercise where they catalog 5 meaningful memories and tag songs symbolic of each memory, essentially building a mini soundtrack of their lives. Those memory soundtracks are brought to life in one-on-one or group story sharing sessions that go light years beyond team trivia and happy hours. Beyond the 5 Memory Intro, team leaders can subscribe to Anthem's Jam Tracks library and use our Set It and Forget It selection and planning system to map out an entire year's worth of team connection experiences. Team leaders have the opportunity to analyze key connection insights within their private group dashboard. For new team members, team leaders have access to our new hire onboarding product, which uses the 5 Memory Intro Jam Track as a way to introduce new team members in a fun and genuine way, either through email or a Slack integration. We spend more than 82,000 hours of our lives at work, and it doesn't have to suck. We hope you'll join us in building the most badass connection platform on the planet.
All right, Brian, so glad you're here. Great to see you. And I always get so amped up when I talk to you about Anthem. It's just great. So you and your team went to market with a standalone tech-enabled workshop as opposed to a straight SaaS model out of the gate. Why did you choose this go-to-market strategy?
Yeah, we launched Anthem at the earliest stages of the pandemic, and what we saw the most acute need that team leaders had was how to continue to maintain a culture of connection in this massive, brand new remote workplace that so many leaders found themselves in for the first time. And so instead of going to market immediately with a SaaS platform, we went to market with what we thought was a solution to solve the exact need that they had. And then through the 2 years of delivering that, paying very close attention to what would be the appropriate SaaS platform to build so that once we built it, we knew that it would be completely dead on with the needs that they had for those organizations that have continued to operate in a remote first environment.
Great, great. Also in your demo there, you showed us a few metrics, definitely a thing in this industry and really important. How do you allow your customers to measure the impact and ROI of Anthem and the work that you do?
Yeah, you're so right. Measuring in this space is critical. And so what we've decided to do is launch our own measurement tool that we call the Connection Quotient, or CQ for short. And we take advantage of data collection opportunities, both pre and post Anthem experiences that clearly show an increase in the level of connectedness of remote team members. And the eventual goal is for team leaders to be able to take that data, connect it to things that they're already tracking internally, like ENPS, employee engagement, and retention.
Fantastic. And I love that connection quotient. I might sort of pull that out in the real world too. Listen, you mentioned remote work, absolutely exploding for sure. Really makes the workplace a perfect first fit for Anthem. With that said, you've been eyeing expansion possibilities for the future. What is your team looking at right now?
Yeah, great question. We are, as you mentioned, laser focused on the workplace, and yet everybody who comes to work also has other things going on in their lives. They're part of other groups. And so, what's been so fascinating as these thousands of folks have joined our platform through the B2B corporate offering, quite a few of them have asked us, like, hey, can I bring Anthem to insert or fill in the blank? And a few of those that I think are really worth mentioning. One is in the education cohort. We've been able to connect with some professors who immediately recognize that you can improve educational outcomes at the beginning of a class or a cohort by building community amongst the classmates themselves. So that's been fantastic. We've also been able to bring Anthem as a fire starter or an icebreaker experience to conferences and events, both in person as well as virtual. And then a third example, which happened somewhat recently, is partnering with the Global Wellness Institute, and in particular around an initiative that they're pursuing called Dying Well. And in short, as family members and loved ones are nearing the end of their life for whatever reason, capturing their most important memories, stories, experiences, life lessons, and the media, the songs, the books, the movies that have been a part of their life, so that after they're gone, they have this amazing footprint of what they can leave behind for their loved ones and their future generations.
Fantastic. Really cool, Brian. Thank you for walking us through that. And up next, we'll hear from OwnTrail.